Stop oil, blocking the roads again. Check it out.
Unemployed behaviour.
Oh, letting the bike through. Free to go. Okay, they're tightening up there. So yeah, as you can see, there's more people just behind them. Got a man coming in with his white van. People carrier.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh,
whoa. Don't do it. Don't do it, pal. Don't do it.
Do it.
Hey.
Do it.
Whoa. Sweet child of mine.
It's also... Yeah.
I will get on top of your car.
It's all kicking off, guys. Oh, it looks like he's arresting him. Let's get round. What's going on?
Listen, mate, if I stood in the road, though, you'd be back.
Let's get round. Look at this, guys.
No, what are you doing? Blocking the whole road now.
What are the police doing?
No, you're not. You don't give a shit about taxpayers. I pay road tax. I don't need this crap. Sorry?
I said, do you listen to what I've got to say?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, we are here facilitating their right to protest, okay? We've done that in the safest way possible.
Safest way possible?
Allow me to finish, sir. I'm trying to explain this to you, okay? We are facilitating their right to protest. We are limiting them.
What about my right to get home?
You're not going to allow me to finish, are you? This is temporary. They will be gone shortly.
How long?
They are not static.
How long?
They are marching.
Where are they marching from?
They're facilitating protesters behind them.
These police,
around
man.
this roundabout. So,
Why on the roundabout?
because that's the route that they've chosen. It's the route that they've agreed. It's the route that's been decided. It's someone's right to protest, okay? This has been decided.
Sorry, I thought this was a roundabout that you allow traffic now to go home.
Absolutely. Go this way.
Look, if an ambulance was coming through, it's a different matter, isn't it? All they're doing is crossing the road. They're allowed to protest.
So apparently when we stand in the road... So apparently we stand in the road, the police are pushing people away now. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, how's that make sense?
Because you're under pressure, you want to move them.
There you go.
Yeah, look, under pressure, now they want to move them.
So yeah, it seems like it comes to a point where enough is enough, and when the police get involved, they do push them back.
Unbelievable, mate.
Yeah. Off the road?
Off the road. What's he got to get off the road for? Contradicting each other.
This is how crazy the UK is getting. The man you can see recording this, his name is Wesley Winter. I'll link his channel down below if you want to go and watch more of his stuff. I don't know what the police are doing, and how are they pushing people off the road when they're allowing those people to be on the road. They have a right to protest, but people don't have a right to get home. Exactly what that man said he was just trying to get through. The craziest thing about this is the police are rushing through to drag him out the car like he's the one in the wrong. He clearly said he's just trying to get home. As we can see here, police come marching through and get him out of the car. They should be getting those people off the road. Guys, you have to let me know what you think in the comments. The UK is getting out of control.
We saw protests this weekend in Bristol, as Paul mentioned, about the Supreme Court ruling. Do you believe a trans woman is a woman?
Look, I think the Supreme Court has answered that question.
So you don't believe a trans woman is a woman?
Look, a woman is an adult female, and the court has made that absolutely clear. I actually welcome the judgment because I think it gives real clarity. It allows those that have got to draw up guidance to be really clear about what that guidance should say. So I think it's important that we see the judgment for what it is. It's a welcome step forward. It's real clarity in an area where we did need clarity. I'm pleased it's come about. We need to move and make sure that we now ensure that all guidance is in the right place according to that judgment.
They never answered the question.
For the trans community who are worried about what this could mean for them.
Well, look, I think it is important that we have clarity about the law. That's what the Supreme Court is there for. So obviously that's an important and welcome step, and we go forward from there.
Why can people never answer that question? And these are the people in power. Yeah, the UK's cooked.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Could you give us some of your political beliefs?
Kill everyone now. Condone first-degree murder. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit. Filth are my politics. Filth is my life. Take whatever you like.
Stop it. Get some help.
No feels.
Why are you filming kids?
Just want to do an update to this video from yesterday where this woman films this child to post online to make fun of her and call her a baby Karen in training. Now, was she accountable, realizing that what she did was wrong and you don't do this to children? No, of course not. Instead, she went private and sent me this message doubling down.
What is your issue? The post is already taken down and you're still going. Nothing about that video is relevant to being a... The girl gave a side eye and that was it. The girl was completely dressed and so was I. I am under the age of 18, so that makes it even better for you. You're posting a minor as well. What? Doesn't that make you a... I'm asking once if you will take the video down. I am under the age of 18, so it is illegal for you to post me without any consent in the first place. Talk about being a massive hypocrite. What a donut.
Trying to manipulate me to take the video down. And what did she say? That she didn't give me consent to post her video. And that because she was a minor, it was illegal for me to post this. First off, don't need your consent. You posted it publicly on the internet.
Yep.
I have the right to respond. And as far as you being a minor, that's funny. You posted this saying that you were 16. And when was that video from? Over 4 years ago. So stop lying. And once again, leave people's kids alone.
Facts.
You need to do better.
Some women and accountability is a rare thing to see. She could have just said, yeah, she made a mistake, deleted the video, apologized, and moved on with her life. Filming people's kids and just making fun of them is just weird. I don't know how she thought that was going to go down online. And I actually saw the video, and if you go to the comments, it's literally loads of simps and white knights, you know, praising her and just accepting what she does, and they're just part of the problem as well.
Genuine question, now that we're all super clear on the legal definition of a woman, how are we going to police who uses the women's only spaces? Just curious, what do you think's between my legs? Maybe you're not sure, because maybe I'm not quite feminine enough. Maybe I'm not feminine at all. So would it help you to know that if I didn't wax or shave my face, I would grow a beard within a month? So would you like me to use the men's bathroom? Is it still about what's between my legs? Is it? How do you know? How do you know what's between my legs? This isn't where it stops. It won't stop with trans women having their rights taken away. It won't.
What is happening?
Fuck the Supreme Court.
You've got to remember, guys, these people that agree with all these ideologies, they say that there's like 100 genders, 200 genders. You can identify as a flipping F1 fighter jet if you really want. But then when they're asked what they identify as, they say they identify as both genders. So are you saying there's 2 or 100? Because if anything, I'm getting confused.
I don't give a fuck, you dumb bitch. You.
Whoa.
You support a fucking racist. That's what the fuck you support. You're inhumane. You're inhumane. Yeah. Okay. You're a.
The loving and accepting of all, guys.
Dave didn't do anything.
Okay.
Why are you so mad?
Shut the fuck up talking to me, bitch.
I'm not mad.
Why are you mad? Why are you here?
I think it's fun.
It's fun? Yeah, we think it's fun too.
I make money off of recording you guys.
You, that's great.
I just want to let you know.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Hey, fuck you. Fuck you. Scare dumbass, stupid.
Oh my God!
You're rallying your best out here, I have to tell you.
These are the same people that say they hate America. Well, why are you still there then? And again, loving and accepting of everything always comes across the most hostile in my books.
I am going to who did they vote for to the motherfucking ground. Like, any scenario, my family will tell me, like, good news about a person we know. Like, they got their dream job, they're getting married, they're having a child. But who did they vote for before I decide I'm happy for them and I'm gonna congratulate them?
That's weird.
Or, like, I'll be told something, like, really tragic about someone and I'll be like, didn't they vote for this person? Why would I feel bad for them? It's really sinister. I was actually at a bar recently and I was talking to this guy. I was not interested in this guy. I was literally only talking to him because my friend was talking to his friend. And he starts inching closer to me and I'm like, oh no, this man is gonna kiss me. Oh, light bulb moment. I know he didn't vote for Kamala. I'm gonna kill the vibe real quick. I proceed to go, wait, before you step any closer, I need to kill the vibe and ask you who you voted for.
Wow.
He proceeds to tell me he didn't vote at all. So I was like, okay, cool, this is done. And then I proceed to find out his friend asked me, why aren't you talking to my boy anymore? And I'm like, well, he told me he didn't vote. And he goes, why are you guys even talking about this right now? Like, we're at a bar. And I'm like, who'd you vote for? He refused to respond. I ended up just leaving the bar screaming at him, telling him he hates women and he should stop speaking to and dating them because you don't like them. Yeah, I'm just gonna be that person that kills the vibe for the rest of my life.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care. What an absolute donut. Could be donut of the year right here, guys. I'm calling it now. Can you imagine going through life, anyone you meet, and especially in the dating world, who did you vote for is the deal breaker? Like, people do have different opinions. That's like saying if someone doesn't like the same music group as you, that's like the deal breaker if you date them or not. Why can't people just accept the fact that other people have different opinions? And because he doesn't have the same opinion as you, apparently he hates women, even though he's at a bar trying to talk to you, get to know you, and kiss you, as you say. Something's not adding up.
If all men or all women got like deleted off the planet, like which gender would fare better? Women just figure shit out. Like if you send a man to the shops, he'll bring back the most random items and you're like, why did you buy this? Like
what are we making with that?
Yeah, like what the hell is that?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Here's what I find ironic about all this. It's very easy to fight back on trans issues. The science is on our side. Every credible medical organization has come out and endorsed gender-affirming care and said that the trans military ban is ridiculous and unnecessary. They've said that trans women should be housed in women's prisons. I mean, these are all policies that make sense if you're willing to fight back.
Did this man really just say that science is on his side? I really don't think so, mate, with that one.
I blocked every single person that he was following. That way, every time he followed somebody new, I could tell. Women in STEM.
Women in STEM, it should be women in therapy. Because I'm pretty sure if a guy did this, the ladies would call it, it's giving insecure. But
yeah.
I don't know.
What's your age, ladies?
We're both 45. 45.
Why do you think she's still single?
She's very picky.
What are some of her standards?
She wants someone to be very polished, I would say, put together. She needs them to have a plan, not only in their own life, but for her as well.
How much money does he need to make?
Here we go.
Good question.
No set amount of money.
So he could be making $45K as a manager at Moxie's?
No, don't be crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Why does that make me crazy, though?
That's crazy talk. That's poverty here.
So what's your minimum in Miami?
I don't know. Gotta have a lot of savings, 401k, robust stuff. I don't know.
Does he need to match you or be higher?
Grossly exceed what I'm bringing.
Okay. So
That's not true. That's not true. I have a lot of money.
Ballpark figure then, where would he need to be?
At least 150 in Miami.
Yeah, at least 150. I think we're of a certain age. It's not that hard.
What are you talking about? It's not that hard. You're 45, out at the clubs, looking for a dude. You've got all these standards and you're saying it's not that hard to find someone. Well, clearly it is, mate.
Thank you so much. So, I am here as the co-chair of the Trans and Non-Binary Network of the NEU. I'm here as a teacher, I'm here as an activist, but I want to speak to you as a teacher. I teach in an alternative provision where most of our students are trans and non-binary. To be clear, I did not make them trans. The school was like that when I got there. However, they come to us not because of some inherent flaw, but because they are kicked out of the mainstream education system. Their gender expression is seen as a dismissal of behaviour policy. Their self-advocacy is seen as defiance. Their identity as seen as something worth anguish, not pride. However, we sit there, we work with them, we do our best to work through that trauma and show them that learning does not need to be an act of silencing if it is done properly. The guidance that the previous government put out and that our current government is currently honouring is nothing more than despicable. There is no reason why our students cannot be themselves within our classrooms. No reason at all. So I urge you, speak to your MPs, speak to your friends, speak to your families. Hell, speak to that Facebook group of that Karen from your local area. Speak to your D&D club. Speak to your stitching area. Because when I come back into school on Tuesday, I want to be able to tell my kids that when the systems in place fail to protect us, we fight back!
First and foremost, why do all these people look the same? All of them, copy and paste. And he says, my kids, they're not your kids, mate. And why does this stuff always happen in schools? You don't see these people going to prisons or workplaces where it's all adults. They always just want to speak to kids.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
The only way to ban abortion forever would be to bring back slavery. Would you do it?
What?
No. What kind of outrageous question is that, by the way?
I'm just curious. Just yes or no.
If the only way to limit human suffering is to ban abortion, would you ban abortion?
No.
What?
Entering this country illegally.
Do people just have a right to enter this country illegally?
No, probably not.
So are you going to
I'm just saying, like, that's exactly what Columbus did, though, no?
He discovered America is what he did.
I'm not saying, like, oh my gosh, every illegal immigrant, like, should be here or whatever. But I'm also not saying that every illegal immigrant is doing something so wrong to this country.
Well, they're criminals.
I think that there needs to be, like, way more data proving their harm and destruction to a nation before something like this occurs.
It's destruction and violence that shouldn't be in the country to begin with.
Yeah,
so how does this argument make any sense?
Because destruction and violence is going to be within the country regardless.
Do you think that family members that have lost a loved one to an illegal immigrant, let's say Laken Riley or Jocelyn Nangari, do you think that they care about that percentage that you're talking about? Or do you think they care more that somebody was in the country, the federal government didn't do their job, and got their daughter killed?
I think it honestly just depends on, like, your perspective.
It's honestly like these people just don't hear themselves talk.
That's stupid! Use your common sense.
My mama heart is so full today. And I have you guys to thank for that. Because the kids started school. And they came home so happy. So happy. Like, more than I could have ever asked for. My youngest, who is our non-binary child, mentioned that a lot of the teachers have, like, safe space stickers on their classroom doors. Our oldest, who is our transgender child, we had to go and sit with the guidance counselor because they're in 11th grade, and we had to make sure that everything would align for graduation requirements. So at that time, we mentioned, you know, the preferred name being Lilac, and it was...
I would prefer it if I was a millionaire. That's life. Doesn't mean it's factuality though, does it? Man, this stuff gets to me, you know, with kids, man.
No problem. It was done like that. And we told her, you know, we're having it legally changed. And she's like, great, you know, bring that paperwork. That helps when it comes to applying for colleges. But other than that, no big deal. What pronouns do you want to use? We didn't even have to bring it up. It's great.
Is it?
And this is upstate. They're so happy. So, thank you to everybody who helped make this possible.
Well, I'm out, guys. If this is what's cool now, I think I'm done. I no longer have any connection to this world. Goodbye, friends.
All I'm going to say to that is poor kids, man. That's the truth. Because it's your duty as a parent and an adult to, you know, let kids be kids, but also keep them on the straight and narrow with factuality. Telling a kid that he's this, he's that, and pushing that on them. Because they wouldn't be like that unless these parents forced it on them. you know, that's the way, that's what's happening here. I don't even know what to say. When it comes to kids and that, it just gets to me. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments.